Stephen A. Smith's $100 million ESPN rumor gets huge boost as Matt Barnes reveals justification for massive sum. The former NBA journeyman, Matt Barnes, who carved out a 14-season career as a tenacious defender and reliable role player, has transitioned seamlessly into sports media, bringing the same intensity to shows like NBA Today and his popular podcast All the Smoke. Now, about a 7-year veteran in the media industry, Barnes has an interesting take on the ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith. In a recent interview with Front Office Sports' Cullen Salo, Barnes expressed his enthusiasm for Smith's rumored contract, effectively adding credibility to what many had dismissed as mere speculation. I mean, Stephen A. Smith is one of the biggest personalities, and we're hearing talks that he possibly could get a $100 million contract as a media member. That's absolutely incredible. And when I see that, I applaud it because I'm trying to work towards that, and as a group. Well, because as the money gets bigger for the game, that means the money is going to get bigger for the media, said Barnes during the interview. Stephen A. Smith has been a permanent of the 5-days-a-week show First Take since 2011. He has worked all through to bring the show its 21st consecutive month of year-over-year growth in April this year, averaging 482,000 per show. So considered the face of ESPN now, Smith knows the worth he holds. When the management offered him an $18 million 5-year deal previously, he refused, saying he aimed for $25 million, considering the value he brings for the network. Hence, for someone leading the industry, not just Barnes, but Gilbert Arenas is also on board with it. If the industry's big gun is beginning with the monumental deal, it sets a margin and only opens doors for the people behind. He's number one for 12 years, right? So he's the apex of this world we're in. So we need him to get paid so we can just compare numbers. That's all it is at the end of the day. What is the market? If the market is $25 million, we all get to follow that stream, and that's all this is, Arenas remarked on his podcast. As ESPN faces increasing competition from streaming services and digital platforms, securing Smith's services for the foreseeable future could prove to be a shrewd investment. And Smith is confident in himself, enough to question Dak Prescott's deal and compare it to himself, so ESPN might just have to budge to avoid the other outcome. When Stephen A. Smith thrashed a pro football player while discussing his contract. The contract negotiations between Stephen A. Smith and ESPN have been going on for a long time. Smith is currently under a contract of $12 million per year till 2025, but wants ESPN to make a deal that would match with Pat McAfee. However, last month his target was Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, whom he criticized for his recent contract extension. In an interview last month with Chris Wallace, Smith stated that Prescott is receiving $60 million per year even after doing nothing much. Dak Prescott just signed a contract for $240 million. He's making $60 million a year, has won 2 playoff games in 8 years. I've been number one for 12 years. I'm sorry. In our respective industries I win, and I'm fully aware of what I'm worth, and I will never apologize to that for anybody, said Smith during the interview. Only time will tell whether ESPN will acquiesce to Smith's demands and agree to a $100 million contract. However, his bold assertion has undoubtedly added a new dimension to the ongoing discussion about the value of sports commentary.